Welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be a tasty one today. Today we're having Korean fried chicken. And if you've never had Korean fried chicken or even have the slightest clue of what Korean fried chicken looks like, then you definitely want to watch this video all the way to the end. Perhaps the most well-known restaurant that serves a Korean fried chicken in the US is Bonchon Chicken. Known for their soy garlic and spicy fried chicken, the flavors are just to die for. Before we go inside, take a moment, give me a like, give me a subscribe to help support the channel. You guys ready? Let's go get this feast on. I'm inside Bonchon Chicken and I order a lot of food and there's a lot to go through, but the first thing I want to start off is their famous fried chicken, Korean fried chicken, okay? I actually ordered their half and half. Half of my order is their famous soy garlic flavor. The second half is a spicy fried chicken, and in the middle is basically pickled radish, okay? Now, before I dig into my Korean fried chicken feast here, you guys who love fried chicken, let me know. Are you guys team wings? Are you guys team drumstick? Let me know in the comment section. All right, so I'm gonna take a piece of this soy garlic drumstick right here in front of me. And the first thing I notice is the skin is nice and crispy. And you can see like a little bit of glaze on the skin right here. And it just looks and smells so amazing. The skin is so good. It's sweet, nice tanginess. Inside, the meat is full of juice. The garlic is only there for the flavor. It's not going to be very offensive, meaning you can walk away eating a ton of these soy garlic wings and you'll be completely fine. This is their pickled radish, and it's a great chaser after taking a bite of that fried chicken. So you might get a little bit of like the greasiness, and that's gonna be present in all fried chicken, right? Because chicken is fried. So if you feel like, you know what, there's a lot of grease on my tongue, I'm gonna chase it and cleanse my palate with this pickled radish, okay? That pickled radish gives it a little bit of sourness, a little bit of crunchiness, and maybe even like a little bit of like pickle juice as you bite into that. Completely cleanse my palate, ready for the next one. On the opposite side of this half and half is the spicy fried chicken. Their skin is crispy, just like the soy garlic. The biggest difference is I get a little bit more of that heat, okay? Obviously no heat in the soy garlic. Flavors are actually kind of similar with the exception of the heat. And the wing, the meat inside the wing is just as tender, just as juicy, okay? This is not dried out chicken wings. This is premium grade Korean fried chicken, guys. So if you guys are still not full, move on to something called the bodak. They first serve this to you on this gigantic plate, and it's like a platter, and it comes sizzling hot. It's piping hot, so definitely be careful. In this bodak, you got like spicy fried chicken, you got some rice cake, or in Korean it's called tteokbokki, and you got some sesame, you got some scallion, and lots of mozzarella cheese. Oh, look at that string. And there's definitely some sesame on here, and they give you a scoop of rice. And I think the best way for me to kind of like eat this maybe is just to grab a little bit of this and a little bit of rice and one bite this. That spicy chicken, I think it's chicken breast. Super soft, got a ton of flavor, a lot more heat than the spicy Korean fried chicken. I think it may even have like a little bit of that gochujang based sauce. If you guys don't know what gochujang is, it's like one of the most like essential Korean ingredients in all of Korean food. It certainly packs a little bit more heat. If it gets too hot, don't worry. Grab yourself a beer, just like I did right here, and chase your food down. But yes. Another of my favorite when I go to any Korean restaurant is actually to try their bibimbap. There's a lot of vegetable here, and on the bottom you got this rice, and it's served in this sizzling bowl. Okay, again, don't touch this because it is piping hot. But you could just see how many like vegetables and colors are in here. Okay, I think there's some seaweed, there's some veggies, there's some carrots, there's some bulgogi. That is one of the choices of protein that you can pick. This looks like quinoa to me. And there's some egg, there's some bean sprouts, there's some mushroom. There's a lot of stuff. Now they also give you this bibimbap sauce, and you're supposed to just rip this open, pour it in here, and basically like mix it. And so after you mix it thoroughly, this is exactly what your bibimbap should look like. Okay, everything's all mixed up. You can see all the different assorted vegetables, bean sprouts, you know, bulgogi, and the best part about this is to be able to go all the way to the bottom and get that like crispy rice. Okay, this can only be found at the very bottom of the bowl because essentially this stone bowl is so hot that it basically is cooking this rice beyond well done, so that you get this nice little crispiness. So we're gonna try everything out, but let me go in for the first bite to show you and see how this bibimbap kind of came out. You guys ready? Let's do this. Oh, it's hot, guys. My bibimbap has been out for a couple of minutes, so I thought the food basically cooled down, but no. The great thing about the stone pot is that it keeps this very hot. I almost burned myself on that first bite. On my first bite, I'm just getting a ton of flavor. I get a little bit of that crispy rice. I get a little bit of that non-crispy rice. A little bit of that yin and yang going on. And this assorted vegetable with bulgogi and an egg. This is so good. Korean tacos is what they call it. On here, I see some like red onion, I see some flour tortilla, I got some buttermilk ranch, I think there's maybe some spicy mayo, some lettuce, and this flour tortilla. I missed that coleslaw, and I didn't find it until I first took this bite. Now, I'm gonna open this taco up for you guys to see. This is the inside of the taco. The flavor of the bulgogi is so good. Sweet, juicy, almost like that sweet teriyaki type of flavor. And the flour, tortilla, it goes well with this. I wonder how this taco would have been if it was corn. I actually don't think it would be as good as if they had used flour tortilla, and they did that here. But I just wonder what it would have tasted like if it was corn tortilla. I think it would actually be a little bit confusing because my mind, the right side of my brain is gonna say, you know what, this is Korean food, right? But my left side of my brain, when I have that corn tortilla, I'm gonna think Mexican food. So I think it's gonna be a little bit confusing, but I think they did a great job on this Korean taco. If they say you must try it, yeah, I would agree. You should try it. One more dish I want to show you guys is basically their house special fried rice. Now you can also pick a lot of different protein. I actually picked their kimchi bacon. Look at the color. I think this is one of the prettier dishes that I ordered today. You just like see a sea of red and green, which in my opinion are very complementary colors, and it just pops. Now they chop some cucumbers on the side. They top it off with sesame and some scallion. There's some red pepper, some onion, and I think they cook this in soy garlic sauce. Wow, take a look at this. And look at all the pieces of this bacon. Oh man. This is dangerously good. And rice, I mean fried rice. Who doesn't love fried rice? I love fried rice. This is almost too good because I feel like I can easily lose control and like finish half of this plate in one sitting. This would be perfect for like a family meal, right? If you got kids, they like to eat fried rice, get them this. You'll fill them up pretty quickly without doing too much damage on your wallet. I want to move on from rice and onto some noodles. Now, take a look at this. This is called Japchae. You can find it in a lot of different Korean restaurants, and essentially, it's like glass noodles right here. There's some glass noodles, there's some spinach, there's some onions, sesame seed, and I also got bulgogi here. This is cooked in their soy garlic sauce. Use my chopsticks. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this japchae. Look at this glass noodles. Wow, look at that. There's so many things going on this. It looks great. Okay, I'm dying to try this. Let's go in for some japchae, guys. It's a little sweet. That soy garlic flavor is definitely dominating this japchae. I'm getting some crunch in my mouth from the bell pepper, the sweet onion, the bulgogi, the umami flavor from the mushroom, and that sesame/sesame oil. This is just as good as the house fried rice. Just like before, this is almost too easy to eat. And again, because it's noodles, right? There's a lot of carbs. It tends to fill you up pretty quickly. So I would be very surprised if after ordering all the dishes that we had, and you order japchae, you finish this, that you still be hungry. I'll be very surprised. I don't think you're gonna walk away from Bonchon hungry. It's gonna be impossible, right? The food is good, it's hefty, and it's very filling, and it definitely filled me up today. I've ordered a lot of food here from Bonchon today, and I think the highlight of today is definitely the Korean fried chicken. If you've never had Korean fried chicken, you owe it to yourself to make a pit stop at Bonchon, which in my opinion is probably the best restaurant for Korean fried chicken. I love their soy garlic flavor, and I think that is a very unique and actually it's quite addictive flavor that they use in a lot of other dishes. If you like some heat, get their spicy fried chicken. That is actually very good as well, and you guys already know I love spicy. So definitely let me know if you ever had a chance to try Bonchon, and if you have had Bonchon, let me know what you guys order here. They still have a lot of different other items on their menu besides Korean fried chicken, so definitely check that out. And obviously we explored some of those dishes today, and they're just as good as their main star. So definitely let me know everything that you guys get here at Bonchon. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. If you like this video and want to be part of the like squad, definitely smash that like button, give me a subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. That's gonna wrap it up for Korean fried chicken. I'm gonna see you at the next meal.